Today we're at Maesdu Golf Club in Llandudno, North Wales. It's a par 72 parkland stroke links course and the aim of the day is to try and break 85. Opening hole is a simple par 3. Here's a reasonable shot with the 8 iron that finds the fringe of the green to the left. So first putt of the day is a birdie putt. It's a 28 footer from the fringe. Stop short. Tough to judge the speed exactly on the first green, 4 footer, but we still have the short putt for par coming up, and it just slides by to the right, kicking myself on that one, and we tap in for a disappointing bogey on the opening hole. Hole 2 is a long par 4 that plays uphill. Sugar Index 3, second hardest hole on the front 9. We hit a high slice out to the right. It hits a tree, goes out of bounds. 1 shot penalty and 3 off the tee. So not good news. But the third shot on this hole is hit much better, goes over 220 yards in the first cut to the left.
It's 209, just hitting the hybrid towards the green. Might get roll onto the front.
The fourth shot here is like a hit and hope shot uphill. It's hit right on line.
That's a good hit.
And with the dry conditions, goes up the hill and rolls right through the green to the back. So we have a bogey putt from the fringe. It's a 48 footer, big swinger this one. It's kind of an uphill putt, so didn't break as much as I thought. And we're left with a 5 footer slider for a double bogey. And the putt drops, never in doubt, we card the double bogey to minimise the damage. Hole 3 is a par 3 that plays downhill. It was playing into wind on this day and the GPS was a lot different. And we hit a terrible mishit from the tee shot. Goes nowhere, just goes 100 yards in front of us. So looking to get on the green in 2 with the sand wedge. But this one misses the green long right. Good to see some of the other fellow players are enjoying themselves. We have a short greenside chip, which goes okay. You can see the town of Llandudno in the background there. Now it's a testing putt, a 6 footer downhill. Tricky putt this one. And the putt drops somehow. I thought I'd missed it to the left. We got the bogey, which could have been worse. So on hole 4 the tee box we hear a Fore shout. Just ducking as you're meant to do, but the ball wasn't coming near us anyway. Hole 4 is the first of the par 5s at Maesdu, going with hybrid off the tee for position, as driver would bring in the water.
Left hand rough.
And we're in play in the first cut to the left. Second shot layup is with the same club, the hybrid. Goes really well, around 190 yards in the middle of the fairway.
It's 122 to a red flag. Front edge is 110. Just hitting a smooth 9 iron. Get a putt for birdie.
So we have a chance to hit the green in regulation. Very happy to have the 9 iron in hand. And that's what happens.
I think it's right side of the green, or the fringe.
We get our first green in regulation of the day by a hair's breadth. And this is the birdie putt coming up. It's a 28 footer, right to left downhill. And the birdie putt is hammered straight through the break, straight past the hole. Terrible putt, that one. So it's an 8-footer now coming back for par. Misses on the low side. And we tap in for a 3-putt bogey on hole 4. And looking forward, I was confused by this group. I thought there were 7 or 8 people playing together. I think there was 4 people playing and 3 spectators. And this is a view from the front 9 at Maesdu, the Conway mountain range. Hole 5 is a medium length par 4, going with driver off the tee from an elevated tee position. And we top our drive down the left, but it comes back, goes just over 200 yards, finds the left side of the fairway. And the ball lands very close to us, and the guy who hit it didn't shout "Fore" early, so nearly got hit by a ball there. Had no chance to react, and yeah, it could have been a bad one, that one. Yeah, so just a good reminder to always shout "Fore" really early if you think a ball's going to go near someone. Anyway, moving swiftly on. The approach shot is hit into the water, as I think I was just kind of distracted by the late 4 shout incident. So we took a drop, and the 4th shot is a chip and run with a 7-iron with the dry conditions. This goes bouncing straight through the back of the green. So we're short-sided here with the green running away from us. And this chip was kind of duffed a bit, but with the dry conditions we got away with it. The ball ended up rolling 3 foot away from the hole. And we tap in the 3-footer and card a double bogey and move on. Hole 6 is a short par 4 dogleg to the right, plays uphill. This hole is a gift of a birdie opportunity if you get your tee shot in play, and that's what happens for us. So just a wedge in hand for the approach. Sit right on line.
Really good.
And strolling up to the green. You see the sight that golfers love to see. The ball is right next to the hole. Just a formality, that's what the birdie will be. First birdie of the day, long overdue. We tap it in. Happy days. Hole 7 is a long par 4, dogleg to the right, strict index 1, hardest hole on the course. Nice views of the Great Orme in the background on this hole. And we hit a great shot with a driver, and launches really high, and splits the fairway 260 yards.
It's on the fairway, a bit of a sky shot, but it's fine.
So we have a chance to hit the green in regulation on this long par 4. But this approach shot was a bit of a miss hit. I don't know what happened here actually, but lost a lot of distance. Still have a chance to get on the green in 3 with a wedge, and that's what happens.
Yeah, that's on the green.
So we have the par putt that we wanted. It's a 28-footer. Misses to the right. Reasonable pace on that one. And we tap in and card a bogey on stroke index 1 hole, which is still a respectable score. Hole 8 is a short par 4, going with hybrid off the tee for position. And we hit a great shot, exactly as intended.
It might have gone too far.
And with the dry conditions, the ball rolled out right through the fairway. This is a great hole, one of my favourites at Maesdu. The approach is to an island green.
It's 78 to a red flag, front edge is 63. Just get it on, get a putt for birdie.
Always happy to have the wedge in hand for the approach shot. but this was hit terribly out to the right.
Nightmare bunker. It's in a footprint, nice.
So the first bunker shot of the day is coming up. Let's see what happens. And we splash for now, and it rolls through to the far side of the green.
Not too bad actually.
It's another long putt for par, second in a row. This 30-footer has hit really well, had the line really exactly on that one. And we tap in, card a bogey, and move on. Hole 9 is a par 5, hitting towards the marker post from the tee box. One thing about this hole, you can't see where your ball ends. And make a good connection with the driver, goes over 230 yards.
That's a really good hit. He's 241, not getting there, and there's water like 144. So I'm just going to hit a pitching wedge and lay it before the water.
Laying up for the second shot here. I'm playing birdie golf. Not much chance of making an eagle anyway, and there's trouble a lot ahead.
Yeah, perfect.
We have our approach to the green, around 125 yards. Very happy to have the 9-iron in hand. And this shot is hit right on line.
Yeah, that's on the green.
Always happy to get the green in regulation, not taking those for granted. And the ball is pin high, quite close to the hole.
This is 8 foot. It's uphill, right to left, I think.
The birdie putt is an uphiller, right to left. Let's see if we can make this one. And it just rolls off to the left. Just didn't play enough break. Hit a reasonable putt there actually. And we tap in for the easy par on hole 9 for a front 9 score of 44, so 8 over. So a pretty mediocre front 9 in general for me. I was aiming to break 85, and I think that's out of the question. Had 2 lost balls, well 2 penalties, 1 out of bounds, 1 in the water, so that didn't help. But happy to make the birdie. We're still on course to break 90 on the back 9 if we can keep the round going. Next video on this channel will be from the back 9 at Maesdu, and I look forward to posting it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed playing and making it, and see you on the next one. Signing off.